UFC 319 does not make Chimaev a boring fighter. I see hundreds of MMA fans turning their backs on a very exciting fighter off of one individual fight. I mean, some of you are treating him like the second coming of Bilal at this point. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Jailton Almeida did to Derek Lewis what Lewis wants to do to his own wife, and all of a sudden Almeida is a boring fighter. Despite his 4 first-round finishes and 2 second-round finishes leading up to that fight, and 2 finishes after that fight as well. Yeah, but he's a fucking dog. Same applies to our new middleweight champion. Chimaev has 6 finishes and 2 very exciting fights against Burns and Usman. This is all without talking about the dominant performance at 319. It is not Chimaev's fault that DDP couldn't get up. So I'd suggest aiming your outrage at the fighter that treated the octagon like a Tempur-Pedic. And I'll also add that DDP did not earn or deserve the opportunity to win in the 4th and 5th rounds when the ref decided to stand them up. If DDP cannot get off the floor, then how is he the best fighter in the world? Someone please explain that to me. I mean, this sport is called mixed martial arts. Not every fight has to be 90% kickboxing. And don't tell me that not every fight has to be 90% wrestling either. Because as I stated earlier, Chimaev has 6 finishes in the UFC. So this is not something that happens all the time. But let's talk about another UFC champion that is now in the exact opposite position. The Machine, Merab Dvalishvili. Everyone's new favorite fighter is now looked at as an exciting fighter who puts on fun fights. These fans are what I like to call bandwagoners. Please, any Merab fan out there, go back and watch any of his fights before the Petr Yan fight. With maybe exception to the Marlon Moraes fight, please leave in the comments how many Monster Energies did you have to drink to stay awake during those fights. It's almost like it takes 2 to tango. And back when Merab was dancing with little Diego Sanchez over here, he wasn't lighting the world on fire with his entertainment value. Basically, Merab is not the exciting one. It is his opponents that make the fight exciting. Same can apply to Chimaev when looking at the DDP fight. DDP did not have the ability to bring the best out of Chimaev, especially not in the ways that Burns and Usman did. And that should not be a knock on Chimaev. That should be aimed towards Drakus. This is why it baffles me that Merab is now a fan-favorite champion despite a majority of his fights being boring, and Chimaev is now despised despite a majority of his fights being exciting. Too many MMA fans are in the "what have you done for me lately" mindset, and people forget that the opponent is the most important part on whether a fight is exciting or not when you have a dominant grappler such as a Merab or a Chimaev, or Derek Lewis apparently. Pray for that man's wife. Let's just say if Merab's opponents did not have the skill to get back up, all of his recent fights would have also been boring. So basically, why give Chimaev a hard time when this fight was clearly an outlier in his performances, and it was still the most dominant decision by a contender winning the belt in 10 years? Do you understand what I am saying here? We have to look all the way back to Anthony Pettis versus RDA. In those 10 years, how many pay-per-views have went by? And still, this is the most dominant in 10 years. And people are still finding a way to complain about it. I'll never understand. So instead of blaming Chimaev for not turning it into Rock'em Sock'em robots, maybe blame the dude that won't be able to wear this bathing suit for a couple of weeks because of the mat burn he got on Saturday night. Guys, if you enjoyed this style of video, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. Thank you for watching me all the way through. If you have anything you want to say, please leave it in the comments below. I mean, I will respond to every single person that comments on this video. And if you disagree with me, that'll make me want to comment back even more. So leave it in the comments below. No rage baiting, please. Let's keep it civilized, you know. Only stick to your actual opinions. If you think that I was correct, leave that in the comments below too. And please let me know what you think about this style of video. I will do more. Also, leave in the comments what you'd like me to do next. What kind of breakdown you'd want me to do next. I could do anyone. I've been thinking about doing one on Alex Pereira because I have some, let's just say, different opinions about Alex Pereira than most other people. And if you guys are interested in that, I'll do that. If you guys want me to do anything else, leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out all of our other content. And peace out.